guys, I'm sorry that today we are starting lesson a little bit late, but there was a technical problem and we needed to cancel the lesson at 12 o'clock and start it instead at 1 o'clock. So I will do only one lesson with you today, and again we are very sorry for this situation. Today our topic for vocabulary is describing people, the physical description of people, and we will talk about people's age, height, weight, hair, and etc. We will learn some words which we can use when we are describing people, and I will also try to teach you the correct sentences grammatically, how to form the. So first let's start with the age. We have three different groups in the age category. First one is about kids. For kids, we have newborn baby. This is baby who is from 0 to 2 months. Then we have got an infant. Infant is from 0 to 1 year old. And toddler is a baby from 1 to 4 years. All of them together we can also call kid, or we can also say a child. The next age group that we will discuss is teenagers. Teenager is from 13 to 19 years old person. And why do we use name teenager? Because we see the word teen in all these years, 13, 14, 15, and etc. Okay? If we move to adult category, adult is a person who is 18 or more. But also inside the group adult, we have 4 different categories on how we can talk about them. We can say young adult. This is person from 20 to 30, or maybe from 19 to 30, let's say. Then we have normal adult, when we say person is an adult or maybe a grown-up. This category is from 30 to 45. After that, we have got middle-aged person, 45 to 65 years old. And finally, we have elderly or senior citizen, a person who is 65 years old or more. Senior citizen, this word is used more often in American English, not so much in British English. But I think we should also know, because sometimes you may see it in movies or maybe in songs. Now, there's an example about myself. So I'm 31 years old. It means I'm an adult. Also, I can say I'm in my 30s. If I don't want to talk about my age, and if I don't want to say exactly my age, I can say I'm in my 30s. So it means from 30 to 39. All of them is 30s. If I want to be a little bit more specific, I can say I'm in my early 30s. Early 30s is from 30 to 33. Middle 30s is from 34 to 36. And late 30s is 37 to 39. We can say this not only for 30s, but we can say it for every 10-year period. For example, my mother is 62 years old, so she's in her early 60s, okay? Or my cousin is 29 years old, he's in his late 30s. 20, sorry. 29, it is late 20s. Okay. What else can we do when we are talking about age? Sometimes people, usually women, have problem about the age, and when you ask them the question, how old are you? They will say, I'm 50 years young. So they don't use the word old in the answer, but instead of these words, they try to use young. I'm 50 years young. Usually this is done by not elderly, but by middle-aged people. They prefer to show that they are young and they are not old. Okay. The next thing that we can discuss today is height. It is very easy to talk about height because we use three main words. We use tall, someone who is tall. We use medium height, and we use short. Now for tall, we can say very tall or pretty tall. And for short, we can also say fairly short or short. You see in the picture how they are categorized. And there is not much to talk about height. The question is usually how high are you? What is your height? Or how tall are you? We don't say how height. Okay? You can say how tall are you? Or you can say what is your height? The answer to this question will be I'm 1 meter 75 centimeter, for example, if person wants to be specific, or my height is 1 meter 75 centimeters. Okay. When we are talking about another person, for example, my girlfriend is tall, or my mother is medium height, my grandmother is short. Usually people don't like if you say short about them, even though they are short. We try not to say about someone that they are short because it gives them some kind of problem and they are not confident about themselves for this. So my advice to you is never talk about person's height if the person is short. If the person is tall, yes, you can say he is very tall or she is very tall. They are happy about it. But if they are short, don't say anything. Next thing that we will discuss is the build. Build, it is about our body. How is our body built? It depends on weight. I mean kilos. How many kilos do you weigh? And also it depends on our muscle. So the first and the worst situation is obese. When someone is very, 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 very fat, we say obese about this kind of person. Next category after obese is chubby. Chubby is also fat person, but when we say chubby, it has kind of good meaning, like the person is fat, but the person is cute. So chubby is totally okay for that. Now, on the other hand, if we say plump, it has a little bit negative meaning because it means the person is not flexible when you say plump. Very official word that you can say about the person is overweight. Overweight, it means that the person has more weight than normal or healthy person should have. It doesn't have bad meaning, the word overweight. Curvy is a little bit more than normal weight. It has actually two meanings. One meaning is used as a little bit more than normal weight for the person. And another meaning, it is used about a woman who has very skinny over here, but has big ass and big boobs. We can say for this kind of person, curvy. So the person has curves, okay? In some countries, this is considered as good thing. For example, in Arabic countries, they like this kind of girls. But in some countries, it can be bad if you say curvy about someone. Fat is a very bad word. Usually we don't use this word and we don't say fat about the person because it really hurts the person. So instead of fat, you can say maybe overweight because this is more medical terminology. If person is very, 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 very big, you can also say obese, but it's also not a good thing. Now let's go to less than normal. Less than normal body, we can say also has a little bit muscular body. Not very, very muscular, but no fat. The next one is slim. Slim usually we use for person who is smaller than fit. Okay? If we look at the photo over here and if we look at the women's photos, for example, we can say that second one is slim. Second lady. This one is slim. Sorry guys, I need to do something. Our IT department is asking me to change thing because I see that the stream is coming very slowly on YouTube. I need to close the presentation because it makes internet slow down, and unfortunately today we don't have good internet connection, so I will try not to use it and maybe only show you some words in Word document. So we have already discussed age and we talked about height. And now we were talking about the weight of the person. So for the height we said tall and medium length, or medium height you can also say, and we said short. Three words that you need to know when you are talking about the height of the person. Now as for weight, we have discussed the several words. First one was obese. The next one was chubby. Then we had overweight. Chubby, and I said the same meaning with chubby, is plump. after overweight, we have fat or curvy. Then we have normal person, which is the middle, not fat, not slim. Next one is fit, slim, and this is where we stopped. Slim is a good understanding. If the person is slim, it is very good. But if the person is skinny, this doesn't have good meaning. It means the person is not healthy. Okay? For example, some models try to look very, very slim and skinny, and then they start having medical problems. So in this situation, we can say skinny, and this is not referred as a good if you say skinny about someone. Muhammed is asking me which one is positive. Do you mean positive about fat people or positive about slim people? For fat people, it is the best way to describe them with word overweight. And for the other side, if the person is super skinny, it is polite to say slim or fit. So let me highlight the words for you which are okay to use. So overweight, this is totally good to use. When you say curvy, it depends on the country. In some countries, curvy is very good word. In some countries, it has maybe bad meaning. Normal, of course, it is good. Fit and slim are also positive words. So negative words are skinny, and I don't recommend you to use fat, obese, plump, definitely. As for chubby, here the situation is like this. If you say chubby about the person, still it means fat, so this is still a problem, but one good thing about it is that sometimes we say chubby for the person who is also very cute. Like my uncle, for example, he was a chubby, but it was so good to sometimes hug him because you feel like all over your body you feel his love, let's say. Eda has a question: is there any speaking class? Eda, we have not exactly the speaking class, but we have vocabulary lessons, and we have also some lessons about how to speak like a native, but we do not have face-to-face speaking class these days or online. You can see our lesson schedule on Instagram, and you will understand exactly what kind of topics we cover during these lessons. Muramen, so you were talking about fat, and I hope you understand what I explained. So now let's try to make some questions and answer these questions. For example, when you ask the question about person's physical appearance, the question is usually, what does he or she look like? Okay, and the answer is with the verb be. He or she is, so on. For example, you want to ask me a question about my mother, and you say, what does your mother look like? I will say, she is overweight, medium height, in her early 60s. Okay? Another question, maybe you ask me about my friend, what does your friend look like? I will say my friend is very slim and he's tall, very young. Okay? We can also say like that. Let's go back to the age because maybe there was a problem during the first part of the presentation today and you might not understood it. So when we are talking about age, we can have these categories for age. We have, of course, kids, teenagers, and adults. For kids, we have three different things. We have got newborn, newborn is a baby who is from 0 to 2 months. Then we have got infant, 0 to 1 year old person. And we can say also toddler. Toddler is usually 1 to 4 years. General name is kid. Okay? For teenagers, you probably understand it is 13 to 19 years. And adult is 18 and plus. But for adults also we have some words. For the adult, we can say young adult. This is person usually from 19 to 30. We can say also grown up. Grown up is same with adult, it's not specific category. We can also have this category, middle-aged. Middle-aged person is from 45 to 60, let's say, and we have elderly. Another word for elderly is senior citizen. Person who is more than 60 years old. Now, in some countries, it changes. It can be more than 65, but for other countries, it is more than 60. Okay? Now, one thing that we need to learn while we are talking about age is you can use sentence like this. I am in my 30s. Or I'm in my 40s, I'm in my 20s, okay? You can take any 10-year period and use it like this. Also, we have some categories here. If you want to be a little bit more specific, you can say early 30s for 30 to 33, middle 34 to 36, and late for 37 to 39. Okay, so we have either one big category, 10 years period category, or we can also use smaller categories like this one, early, middle, and late. Ismail wrote a comment, child. Child and kid, they have kind of same meaning. We can say that they are similar. And you can use child for almost all kinds of kids because this is very generic name again. Now we've talked about the age, height, and weight of the person. Now maybe we can discuss a little bit details about the face of the person. First of all, there are some types of faces. Let me show you a photo. Face types. Okay. So based on the shape of your face, we have 6 different types. We have a heart-shaped face. So it really looks like heart, like this. We have long, oval, over here, triangle, square, and round. Okay, so let me write them for you. So first one was heart-shaped. Then we had long, oval, triangle, square, and round. So there are 6 different types or shapes of the face, we can say. Now let me ask you a question. Guys, what do you think? What type of face do you have? Do you have heart-shaped face? Do you have oval face? Triangle face? Let's see some of your comments. I'm waiting for your comments on our YouTube chat. Today I will be controlling on checking only YouTube. The live is still coming very slow, I think. And maybe it is because of my internet, or maybe it's general problem and you might also face the same situation as me today. So my question is, what type of face or face shape do you have? Do you have oval face, triangle, round, or maybe heart-shaped? Let me show you the photo again so you understand better. And my question is, what shape of face do you have? So pay attention. When we are talking about height and age and weight, we usually use verb is, but for face, we can say I have long face, or my mother has round face. So we use here the verb have. We can use the verb be also, and we can say my face is heart-shaped, or my mother's face is round. So we have 2 options here. Ismail has a round face. Okay. What do you think about my face, guys? What kind of face do I have? Erhan's face is long. What kind of face do you think I have? Arif also thinks she has a long face. So today I think we have only boy students watching. I don't see any comments from girls. How can I say kel in English? Kel is bold, you are correct, but it's not about face, it's about hair. We will talk about hair in a bit. Azime has oval face. Okay, I think you understand about the face. Next thing that we can discuss is the shape of eyes. Eye shapes. Let me open a photo for you. So we have these types of eyes. Round eyes, almond eyes, number 3. Then we have something between them, roundish almond, thin almond. Do you know what is almond, guys? It's some kind of nuts. I don't know. I don't know the name in Turkish. Ali is asking, what is your opinion about your face? I think I have pretty amazing face. As for the shape, maybe square. I'm not sure. Maybe square face. Then you see something like this. This one is called droopy eyes. Because of this, it's like dropping. Okay, Ali and Erhan think my face is oval. Okay. Next one, we have droopy hooded eyes and hooded eyes. One of the most common and popular is Asian eyes. Probably you understand the meaning of Asian eyes. And we have childish or round Asian eyes. I will not ask you about your eye shapes now, because to be honest, maybe we don't even know the names of eye shapes in our languages. For example, in Georgian, I don't know any of them, but in English, the most popular one are round eyes, almond eyes, and Asian eyes. I have heard these 3 types of eyes a lot. Okay, so these are the eye types. Let's write only the most popular ones. Round, almond shaped, and Asian eyes. Then we have some other words between them, but these ones are the most popular. We can also describe the person with the shape of nose. Shape of nose. Let's see the next picture for the shapes of nose. Nose shapes. There are 5 categories, I remember. Ismail has got almond eyes. Okay. So do you see we have Greek nose, Nubian nose, Roman, hawk nose, turn up, and snub. Sorry, not 5. It is 6 categories, okay? And mostly they come from one ethnicity or nationality, we can say. For example, Greek, okay? It doesn't mean the person is from Greece. Everybody can have nowadays this type of nose, and we can say he has a Greek nose. Muramen, Chinese eyes will be, I guess, Asian eyes. So this is about nose. Maybe we can write them. Greek, Roman, Nubian, turn up, hawk, and last one is snap. Why hooded? Muharrem, do you know what is hood? Like when you're wearing a hoodie, you put it on your head. So it goes a little bit down. That's why it is used as hoodie eyes. Shape of nose we have discussed. We have 2 more things on our head that we can talk about. We can talk about the shape of our ears. And for ear shapes, we have this photo. Of course, it's not very popular to describe someone and talk about their ears while you are describing the person, but we need to learn everything, so I will teach you. We have attached lobe. Lobe is this part, guys. This is lobe. This part of our ears is called lobe. So we have attached lobe, broad lobe, very narrow ear, pointed ear, round lobe, square ear, and sticking out ear. I will not write it. Let me just insert this document so you can see it better. So if you want to make sentence with ears, you will say she has, for example, broad lobe ears, or he has square ears. Okay, let me see some comments. I have snub nose. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. We have 7 different type. Laz nose. Okay. I think Laz nose looks like Greek nose a little bit. After the shape of ears, we need to describe maybe people's shape of lips. more interesting. Okay, let me show you here. So we have different shapes of lips. We have full lips, heavy upper lips, wide lips, heavy lower lips. Okay, they are kind of same. Thin lips, heart-shaped lips. Again, two of them are same. And downward turned lips. To be honest, I have only heard full lips and wide lips. These are the most popular words to describe lips. Let's see a question about your lips, guys. What kind of lips do you have? Do you have full lips or thin lips, wide lips? What kind of lips do you have? While I'm waiting for the stream to come to you, let me remind you, please subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels, and don't forget to watch our videos. If you can't watch them live every day, you can also see the uploaded videos. Every evening, all the videos are uploaded on the channels, and you can also watch like that. Now let me remind you, my question was about lips. What type of lips do you have? I see Azmi's comment. I have Greek nose. Good. I think also I have Greek nose. What about lips, guys? What kind of lips do you have? First comment from Negro Blanco. I have a thin lips. Uh, okay. But we don't need to use a with lips because there are two lips, not one. Any other comment about lips, guys? Or should we continue? Okay, if we don't have, we have one more comment. Erhan says, I like full lips. I like. Question was, what kind of lips do you have, not what kind of lips do you like? Now let's talk about hair. Of course, when we are talking about hair, we need to discuss the length, hair length. Length means long, but as a noun. So for hair length, we can say short hair. Shoulder length, this is shoulder, so shoulder length. And also long hair. I guess men have thin lips. Maybe Arif. So for the length, we have these three. If we talk about hair styles, the most popular hairstyles are, let me show you this one also. Do you see this one? Bob. This is one of the most popular hairstyle. Bun is also popular style. Ponytail, so if the hair is together like this and then this kind of thing, we use the word ponytail. Deadlocks or deads, probably you know. For me, I'm bald. So bald means no hair or shaved head. And maybe we should learn also this one, pigtails and plaits. So let me write the most popular ones for you. For girls, it was bob, bun, ponytail, pigtails. Bob, bun, ponytails, pigtails, and plaits. No problem, negro. For men, we can say maybe dreads, it's about men. We can say afro, for men or women, doesn't matter. And also, we can use the word bald if the person does not have hair. Again, we use the verb be to talk about this. For example, I am bald. But for these ones, we need to use the verb have. She has ponytail, or he has afro. Yes, Arif, there is internet connection problem today, and my live is coming late to you, I think, and your messages also come late to me. For here also we need to talk about hair types. There are usually 4 types of hair. Let me show you these 4 types. So do you see first, second, third, and fourth? First type is called straight hair. Second type is called wavy hair. Third type is curly. And last type is kinky. Hi Zeynep. So first category was straight. Next one was wavy. Third one curly. And last one was kinky. Now, let me ask this question to girls. So far, I see Zeynep and Azime. What kind of hair do you have? And also, maybe we can talk about hair color. These days, everyone can use different colors and they can dye their hair color, but usually we have three different types of hair color, and let me write them for you. We have blonde, brunette, and ginger. Let me show you a photo for these. So the girl number one, this one is ginger because her hair is red color. So for red color hair person, we say ginger. If the hair is blonde, we say blonde, and brown or black, we say brunette. Okay? This is about girls or boys, doesn't matter. Now let me show you one photo about boys and the beard of the boy.